Go. I think I'm live now. Please let me know if you can hear me. I got a couple of big screens to look at here, which is why my head doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera. Thank you, Mr. Betts. Got good sound? Check, check. 1, 2. And to everybody watching, appreciate you stopping by. Trying to get my settings all set up so that I can see everything you guys can see. There we go. It has been one hectic weekend here. That's for sure. Looks like we've only got 2 minutes left until broadcast time. Some more people show up pretty soon. Got a lot working today. Hey, Rich. Got quite a number of things going up for auction this evening. Some stuff that's a little bit different from what you would normally expect coming from the penny guy. Good afternoon, Arizona Coins. And Paula and Penny Pair. I have to get Paula in there as one of my angels. I guess I can give it about 5 minutes or so. If we can get some more people in here. Coin Junkie. Make sure you take a look at the items that we have coming up this evening. There's a lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. Pretty hard to get everything together today. Evening, Robert. Oh, that's amazing. I look at the clock. Got the date on it. 2 days from now is the day that I inevitably write the wrong day on everything. Because I always want to write 8/1/68. Everything that's my date of birth. Hope everybody's doing well today. Like everybody's in good spirits. We have 16 in the room now. Hello, Victoria. We've got a long list of stuff coming up today. Hey, Alan. Art Ring. Show you the money. We got money to show you. I'm doing pretty well today, and Sherman has had a good day too. Been on a couple of walks today. We've had clouds most of the afternoon, which has kept the temperatures down a little bit. Made it a little bit easier to digest the heat, I might say. Let me see if I can take this thing. There, how about that? Now it doesn't go right across the middle of my face. As anybody is in the room this evening who's not yet participated in bidding, If you've never participated in bidding on a Coppercoins auction, you'll have to send your name, your email address, and your YouTube name to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com to get started in the bidding process. Anyone who has ever bid with us before and has already received packages from me can ignore that. Hello, hidden numismatist. I actually said it right this time. Not the easiest word to say. Well, we're up to 2 minutes after. Guess it's time to get started. This is Coin Night Live Auctions, hosted by yours truly, Chuck Daughtry, out of the sunny Florida studios, West Palm Beach, Florida. It'll be changing in about a month. And we have, this evening actually, we have, not sure that Amber is going to be here in time. Brady is out currently on vacation. Jessica is the only of our regular angels here tonight, but we have Paula Bloom helping us out. We have two angels in the studio. Go ahead and bring up the first auction item up for bid. We're going to start with item number 306. 306 is the first item we have up for bids. This is a 2018 D Lincoln Cent roll. It's original bank wrapped roll. Nice original BU condition. And if you guys will remember, 2018 D is that issue on which they have recently found a doubled ear, doubled die. I have no idea whether this roll contains these or not. But I can tell you that eBay is running these now. And, well, not eBay isn't running them. People are running them on eBay. People running them on eBay are getting between $4 and $8 a roll for original bank wrapped rolls of 2018 D. I got this one started off at $1. Go ahead and bring up my clock here. Get it started. Paula, if you would please, could you call time? When you see time at the top of the screen, type out time in a comment. Stop the bidding. Go ahead and start the clock now. We currently have a $1 bid as the high bid. That's Coin Junkie's bid. You can do 50-cent increments if you like. This isn't just a $1 increment bidding situation here. Hey, Bulldog. Made it this time. Okay, so Bill Betts bids $1.50. You can do 50-cent increments up to, I believe it's $20. Bill Betts at $1.50 on this one. You don't see the timer, Paula? Oh, hang on. Probably buried. Just a second. Is buried. You start the timer. Now you can see the timer. Go ahead and get this counting down. I'm showing it's about 50 seconds right now. Can everybody see the timer now? Can you see me now? Good. Now we see the timer. 2018 D Double Deer is a very nice double die obverse. This will give you an opportunity to take a look for them. 2018 D original bank wrapped roll. Just a few seconds left to bid. And Frank is in the room. And Paula calls time. Paula calls time just as Frank gets a $3.50 bid in there. Tell you what, I want to give everybody a chance. Let's take this down to, let's say, half of what eBay is selling them for. I'm going to do $2 a roll. $2 a roll. You let me know how many you want, Frank. At $2 a roll, would you like more than one? Frank wants one. Robert Adams wants two. Bill Betts, would you like any rolls at $2? Bill Betts will take one. Would anybody else like rolls at $2? We have a number of them available. Cent Order will take one. That note, I'll say thank you very much. Yeah, Bill just bought 8 rolls elsewhere. I hope you didn't pay over $2 a roll for them. Let us know what you find in them, though. Very interested in finding out where the distribution of those are. I have no idea where my rolls came from. But I know they didn't come from anywhere around here, because in Florida, the only rolls available around here are Philadelphia Mint. I had to have received those from somebody in the Denver Mint District. Didn't stop the timer and move on to the next item. This is lot number 307, 1975D, Lincoln Cent Original Bank Wrapped Roll. A Fed Reserve wrapped roll. I'm going to start this one at $1. One Junkie Silver gets a bid in there, $1. James Roper bids $2. Now these, I took a look on eBay, and these things are selling for 1975D bank wrapped rolls, especially the Fed Reserve wrapped rolls, are selling for between $5 and $7. That's not what they're being offered for. That's what they're actually selling for. When I do searches on eBay, I make sure that I search for completed and sold lots. Vintage Soul, how you doing? So these sell for between $5 and $7. They're not very easy to find. I'm not really sure why that, but they're not very easy to find. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this. And we currently have James Roper out there at a $2 bid. I can't figure out exactly how to pronounce your name, but I think it's Gesa Naprox. Anyhow, good evening. Vintage Soul bids $2.50 on this, outbidding James Roper. Gesa Naprox. I got it right. And James Roper throws a $3 bid out there. 75D Fed Reserve Bank of St. Louis, Louisville branch. Original bank wrapped roll. They're really tightly wrapped. Little spot here and there on the outside of the coins, outside of the roll. Doesn't mean anything for what could be on the inside. Well, Paula calls time just after Rudy Alfaro. There was a $5 bid in there. Tell you what, folks. I'm going to play another one of my little games. I have 7 of these. Rudy, the first chance. I'm going to do these at $3. So Rudy will take how many at $3? I have 7 available. Rudy will take 2. Next, I have James Roper. James Roper, would you like one at $3 or more? James Roper will take 2. We have Rudy with 2. James Roper with 2. Vintage Soul will take 1. Bill Betts will take 1. That's 6. Does anybody want the last one? $3 a piece. Vintage Soul will take it. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for your bids. Reset the timer and move on to the next item. This one's a nice roll. This is 1955D, brilliant uncirculated roll of 50 cents. Now there's 50 coins in here. They're all bright uncirculated coins. Start this one off at $15. Now these things on eBay have been going for between $20 and $25 per roll. It's a really nice doubled eye, doubled die. That's DDO number 1. We sold one of those on Sunday. I remember exactly what that sold for, but it was a pretty decent amount of money, and it was not that uncirculated a coin. I think it was a lower grade uncirculated coin. It wasn't bright red like these are. I have no idea what's in these rolls. This is just 50 coins that were put together in 1955D, wrapped up. A lot of RPMs also in 1955D. Go ahead and start the timer now. We have Numismatica Luna with a $20 bid. Now remember, if you've never registered with us before, you'll need to send your real name, your YouTube name, and your PayPal email address to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. And unfortunately, I do only take PayPal payments in these auctions. Unless we can make an arrangement otherwise, you can send me a postal money order. Bulldog bids in at $22. Just as time runs out, as Numismatica Luna is out there trying to send an email. Time is called. Bulldog USMC wins the lot at $22. Thank you, sir. Perhaps I shouldn't be calling you sir because I don't like being called sir. So that would depend on whether you're enlisted or an officer. I appreciate your service nonetheless. Semper Fi, brother. Move on to the item. This is lot number 309. It's a 1957D uncirculated roll of Lincolns. Now that one there on the end has some spotting on it. I'm hoping that the other ones on the inside don't have spotting, but there are a number of repunch mint marks and double dies in this particular issue. Roll on the other, the coin on the other end of the roll looks perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Thinking that there's probably not spotting on the inside of this. Now 1957D rolls typically sell for $10 to $15 on eBay. This one I'm starting at $8. Anybody want to give me a bid at $8? 50 wheat cents, all red uncirculated coins. Vintage Soul gives me a bid of $8. Thank you. Got this one started off at $8. I'll go ahead and start the timer on this one. Give you guys another minute to make a decision. Where I come from, when we say you guys doesn't necessarily mean males. You guys is how we refer to a number of people. Exactly why and how that works, I don't know. Because saying you gals or you girls specifies gender. Strange. Just another one of those things that makes you go, huh? Paula has a package that's really heavy coming from Silver Nitrate. I sent off a package today that was 53.5 pounds. I thought it was 54.5, but the postal scale said 53.5. Thank you, Numismatica. Looks like Rudy gets a bid in there of $10 just before time is called. I appreciate it, Rudy. Thank you very much. Move on to the next item. We have a 1958D uncirculated roll of Lincolns. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of focus, but it's still a decent roll of 1958D Lincoln. These rolls are not, this roll particularly is not an original bank wrapped roll. This roll is a machine wrapped roll. Get this one started off at $8. Dollars is right around dealer wholesale for an uncirculated roll. We started this evening at lot 306. We are currently on lot 310. I'll give it just another minute before I shut her down and move on to the next item. I like keeping a little bit of a staccato pace. Part of what makes these auctions good. A lot of time goes into building these. You wouldn't believe it. Or maybe you would. It looks like we don't have any interest in 58Ds. On to the next item. We have a 1935S, better than average circulated Lincoln wheat cent roll. These coins are typically very fine to very fine or better. I took a look around on eBay. I found these selling for $25 to $30 from a number of different sellers. Hello, Steve, looking for silver. For $25 to $30, I've got this starting at half of that. Whomever would like to start off bidding a roll of 1935S. Now these are all going to have pretty much all their wheat lines. There may be a few AU coins in here, maybe some better stuff. Hello, CM Silver. I didn't see you sneak in. And you snuck in a bid of $12 to get this one started. I'll go ahead and start the timer on this. Give you guys one more minute to make a decision. The squeaky wheel always gets the grease. My chair is squeaking. My chair started squeaking about a week ago. I need to do something about that because it's annoying. Kind of like my dog. But I can't really do something about the dog because he's just going to continue to be annoying. But he's my dog. You can't have him. Just under 30 seconds left on this one. It's 1935S, better than average circulated roll. Better than average simply means that as I'm going through coins, I pull out the ones that are much better than what I would expect a 1935S to look like out of a bag, and then I assemble those in tubes. They're meant for individual coin sales to beginner collectors or people trying to build a set. But when I get more than 50 of them, I end up wrapping those 50, starting over, because I really don't want to carry any more than one tube at a time. Now, CM Silver gets his $12 bid in there, buys it for $12. You don't have to overbid yourself, brother. and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll move on to the next item. This is lot number 312. It's a 1936D, better than average circulated Lincoln cent wheat cent roll. Ah, I thought I was going to spit all that out perfectly. Got a little tongue-tied. Let's start this one at $8. The same thing. I go through wheats, go through collections that I pick up as I'm taking the coins out of the cards and putting them in bags. If they're nicer than a coin I would generally expect to see in a bag, I'll put it in a tube. When the tube gets full, I wrap them. Start all over again. That's what these red stripe rolls are. They're better than average circulated condition coins. They're not good enough for BU rolls. They're not quite low enough grade to just stick in a bag. So I put them in these wrappers so that they're distinct from other rolls. Easy to tell what they are. Happening. Stand by while I get my Facebook shut down. Did shut it down on one screen. Not realize up on it. All right. I'm going to move on to the next item because we don't have any bids on this one. Next item is lot number 313. It's a 1939 S roll. Same thing. Better than average circulated condition coins for 1939 San Francisco Mint. These are pretty low mintage coins. Not as low mintage as some of the early Lincolns, but these are definitely much lower than a lot of the 40s and 50s stuff that you see. Now on eBay, these have been going up to about $20 a roll for the coins in this particular condition. Got a vintage soul out there with a bid for $8 getting this one started. Thank you. Go ahead and start the clock on this one. It is 1 minute left. Make a decision. If you want it more than vintage soul, you're going to have to bid more than $8. I will allow 50-cent increments up to $20. 50-cent increments up to $20. You got vintage soul out there with a $10 bid now. For 1939S, there are some repunch mint marks known. RPM number 2 is especially nice, and it's not all that uncommon. Now, whether or not there's any RPMs in these rolls, I can't tell you. I don't know. I've never actually looked. There is that chance that there are, and the chance is just as good as with any other 1939S roll. These have not been searched for varieties. You go ahead and start the timer on this one. Oh, we got time called on this. I had already started the timer. Okay, so Vintage Soul wins this one at $10. Thank you very much for your bids. I got distracted. Shan't get distracted when I'm doing an auction. Not a good idea. All right, moving on to the next item up for bids, we have 3 better than average circulated rolls. Now, this is a 1941D, a 1951D, and a 1952D. These are solid date rolls, 50 cents per roll, coins per roll. And these coins are all going to be extremely fine up to about uncirculated. There may actually even be uncirculated coins in these rolls. These particular rolls, there could be any number of double dies, repunch mint marks, or other things to that effect in these. And upon taking a look around on eBay, 41D rolls are selling for $6, 51Ds are selling for $5, that's $11 right there. The 52D rolls are selling for $5 to $6, so we're talking about $15 to $20 worth of rolls here for $10. Bulldog tosses a bid up there at $12. Thank you, sir. I'll go ahead and start the timer on this one, give you guys one more minute to make it. I will not get distracted thinking I didn't start the clock. I'm almost embarrassed at my appearance the other day on the 1946D roll reveal. It wasn't the appearance, it was actually how I sounded. I went back and I listened to the entire broadcast again, and I was in and out with my mic the entire time. I'm not exactly sure how to change that except to bring the mic closer to my mouth and just keep talking. So I'm with the understanding that my sound is good this evening and that everyone can hear me just fine. My little bouncy thingy on my equalizer is telling me that my sound is coming through the software. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me. And as time draws to a close, Bulldog USMC has won this item at $12. Thank you, Marine. Moving on to the next item up for bids. This is lot number 315, a 1974D original bank wrapped roll. This is a Fed Reserve wrapped roll of Lincoln cents. I'm starting these at $1. James jumps in there at 2. Bill Betts comes in a little bit late at 2. I will take 50-cent increments on this. This is lot number 315. eBay sales show these running between $5 and $7 per roll. Message out to James Roper. If you have not registered with us so far, please send your name, your PayPal email address, and your name on YouTube to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. That's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Vintage Soul's high bidder at this point with a $3 bid, actually $3.50 bid. James Roper registered 2 weeks ago. Thank you, sir. I'll go ahead and start the clock on this one. We currently have a $3.50 bid out there by Vintage Soul. And Coin Junkie bids $4. Penny Parent, can you check our records and make sure that James Roper does have a valid registration in? And Coin Junkie's bid at $4 is our current high bid. Tell you what I think I'm going to do here. I'm going to stop the clock. The reason I'm going to stop the clock is because I'm just going to do these as a sale outright. I have a total of 7 rolls. Total of 7 rolls. Now, I'm going to sell these at $3. So, Coin Junkie, I'm sure you want one at least at $3. I have 7 available. How many would you like? Vintage Soul will be second. Make a decision at $3. Then James Roper, then Bill Betts. Coin Junkie wants 3 of them. That means I have 4 left. Vintage Soul, how many would you like? Okay, Bill, you want 1 if they're not gone before we get down to you. Vintage Soul wants 2, that's 5. James Roper, would you like 1 or 2? Or none? Well, you're not the winning bidder, so you can buy 1 or 2. Or none. James Roper will take 1, and Bill Betts will take 1. That works out perfectly. That's a total of 7 rolls. Appreciate your bids, folks. I think you got a great deal. Given these are going for about half the price that they're selling for on eBay. Move on to the next item. How about 1973 Denver? 1973 Denver starting at $1 a roll, and these are the same Fed Reserve wrapped rolls from the Louisville branch Fed Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Start that at $1 a roll. And Coin Junkie throws a bid out there at $1. Bill bets at $1.50 and CM Silver at $2. James Roper a little late with a $2 bid. Hey, Roadrunner. Yeah, CM Silver right now with a $2 bid. I'm going to go ahead and start the clock. Got just about 1 minute to get a bid in. A 1973 D is known for one really nice RPM. I really like it. It has about half of a D sticking out of the bottom of the regular D. Really nice RPM. I find these going for between $4 and $10 per roll on eBay. Not exactly sure what's up with that, but at $2 they're a steal. Now the high bid is currently $2 CM Silver, so Coin Junkie you'll have to go above $2. There's $2.50 from Coin Junkie. He is currently the high bidder. Just about 20 seconds left on this particular item at a $2.50 high bid, which is still lower than the lowest end of the range that I found on eBay. Now make sure the quotes that I give you are realistic bids from the last 30 days from eBay that do not include shipping. Vintage Soul gets a $3 bid in there just before time is called. I'll tell you what, on this particular item, I also have 7 available. I'll let them go at $2.50 a piece, and Vintage Soul, you're going to get yours at $2.50. How many would you like? I have 7. Vintage Soul will get the first choice of number. Vintage Soul wants 2. Coin Junkie's next. He wants 2. And let's see. CM Silver wants 1. So there's 2, 4, 5. Cent Hoarder wants 1. There's 6. Got 1 more left out there if anybody wants it. $2.50. James Roper will take it. Knows a deal when he sees one. That's all those. Thank you very much. Appreciate your bids, folks. Let me move on to the next item. Next item for today is a 1980 Philadelphia original bank wrapped roll. Now these have been selling for up to $7 on eBay. There is a very nice major double die obverse in 1980 Philadelphia. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to find. I have no idea whether these rolls do or do not contain those. I will tell you that there are over 100 of them out there known. I can also tell you that I've been through a lot of 1980 Lincoln cents in my time and I've never found one. But that doesn't mean there's not any in these rolls because I didn't open these. I got this as a full box, 50 original rolls. Selling them slowly because I do not want to exhaust my entire source of them at once. Got Vintage Soul at a $4 bid right now. Go ahead and start the clock. Bulldog throws a bid of $5 in on this one. You guys believe it's almost August? Robert Adams says they're pretty rare. He owns 2. I think I own 1. I think I have 1 around here. But mine is a brown coin. It's I believe it's an AU coin. Robert Adam bid $6 on the roll. Thank you, James. Just in case it didn't come through, you resent your registration and I get it. An MS-65 on that can go for $350 or more. Got about 6 seconds left on these. I tell you what, I'm going to stop the timer. Bulldog, thank you for your $7 bid. I tell you what I'm going to do though. I'm going to knock these down to $4. I'm going to give you guys a good chance to find good coins in these. $4 a roll. Now Rudy was our high bidder at $10. How many would you like at $4, sir? You bid 10 for one. You may as well take 2 for 8, right? Rudy will take 2 for 8. Bulldog bid was $7. How many would you like? Bulldog will take 2. Robert Adams will take 2. CM Silver will take 2. Bill Betts will take 1. Donald Harmon will take 2. So we've got 2 for Rudy, 2 for Robert, 2 for Vintage Soul, 2 for Bulldog, 2 for CM Silver, 2 for Donald Harmon, 1 for Bill Betts, 1 for Coin Junkie. And I'm going to close it there. Yep, $4 each. $4, $4, $4. This for the 1980. We're looking at these at in the neighborhood of $6 to $7 on eBay. I don't sell at eBay prices. I don't have eBay fees. And this date is known for cuds. Thank you very much, Mr. Adams. That would definitely be correct. All right, Penny Parent, let me know when you've caught up. We'll move on to the next item. As a recheck, Rudy gets 2, Robert Adams gets 2, Vintage Soul gets 2, Bulldog gets 2, CM Silver gets 2, Donald Harmon with 2, Bill Betts with 1, and Coin Junkie with 1. So 15. Okay, I can do 4. Got your other 4 in there. Please stand by. Donald Harmon with 2 and Coin Junkie with 1. All right. We get moving again. The next item we've got up for bids. How about if I do that? Here we go. Lot number 318 is our next lot. Now in this I had a little bit of fun. I put together roll packs. And these roll packs are 10 rolls that I've never seen the contents of. They all came straight out of the Illinois Horde, which was 8,300 some odd rolls plus. And I put together a bunch of the different years of unsearched rolls that I thought you would enjoy looking through for die varieties. We've got 61D, 62D, 63P, 63D, 64P, 64D, 66, 69D, 72D, 71D. And I tried to include 10 different years, 10 different mints in here for everyone. I'm figuring the value on these to be somewhere around $3 to $4 a roll, and then after you actually get the varieties out of these, which I'm relatively certain that you're going to end up with something in these rolls, your value could be a lot higher than that. I started these off at $15. New Marshall has a bid of $17 in there right now. Go ahead and start the clock on this one. Anyone is welcome to bid. And don't forget that we are on YouTube, but we do have a Facebook page. If you go over to Facebook and search Coppercoins, you'll find our page and you can like it there. Join in the fun. CM Silver throws an $18 bid out there. Just about 30 seconds left to bid. New Marshall puts a $20 bid out there with just a few seconds left. Donald Harmon gets a $20 bid out there a little bit late, and then Rudy Alfaro throws 22 on at the very end, just before Paulo calls time. We have one sold to Rudy Alfaro for $22. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I built a lot of these. I'm going to lower the price down to $18. And I'm going to let you guys take them at $18 a piece. I start at 1 per for everyone who bid 18 or above on this, if that's okay. So CM Silver, New Marshall, Donald Harmon, Rudy Alfaro will take one. Centorder will take one. $18, folks. Less than $2 a roll. Okay, now let me know if you want more than one. I built 15 of these. Got them at $18. We got Centorder with one. CM Silver with one. Donald Harmon with one. Rudy gets one. New Marshall gets one. I'll have to know who else would want one at $18. I almost wish that we were like on this voice chat thing where everybody could just speak. I see him Silver will take two. That's fine. I can do together. These are a great deal, folks. We'll move on to the next item. Next item up for bids is a 2014 Lincoln Cent roll. Now, these are original rolls, but they're not bank wrapped. See the wrapper it comes in. I have not looked at any of these coins. I have no idea what's in them, except that they are shiny 2014 Lincolns. Now, the reason I pulled 2014 out of here is because 2014 is very well known for a very nice double die obverse. Christopher Rhodes will tell you about that. He's found a bunch of them. There's a number of different nice double die obverses. There's some nice double die reverses on this. There's at least one decent double die reverse. I'm starting these off at $2 a roll. On eBay, they've been going for up to and above $4 a roll. There are some very nice double die obverses on this particular date. This is one of the latest dates where you can actually find a number of nice double dies on the coins. I've not looked through any of these. I have no idea what these rolls have in them. But I will tell you, I'm not even going to start the timer on this. I'm just going to do a $2 sale on these. Do a $2 straight sale on these. Let me know how many you would like at $2, and I'll give you another couple of minutes to make your decisions. I have enough rolls to go around at $2 a piece. Cent Order will take one. Robert Adams will take three. Sure, Bill Betts wants at least one. TM Server will take one. Okay, Robert Adams was at 3. Coin Searcher will take 2. Bill Betts will take 2. Donald Harmon will take 2. Got plenty of these, folks. I ended up with a 50 roll box of these. Bulldog will take 2. Tell you what, I hate to do this to you, Jess, but anybody who buys 5 rolls, I'll give you a 6th one for free. You take 5 and you'll have 6. Buy 5 and get 6. $10, you get 6 of them. Bill Bet says, okay, bin 5. So Jessica put Bill down for 6 and then make the last one at 0 cost. That way it'll be 2 different lines on my invoice, but it'll be 6 lines in the sheet. 5 of them at $2 and 1 at nothing. Very welcome, sir. All right, we'll shut her down and move on to the next item. Looks like the BOGO deal didn't work out for everybody because I guess not everybody wants that many rolls of them. Moving on to the next item up for bids. This is a great little starter kit here. This is a brand new penny box. A 50 roll penny box. If they're in bank wrapped rolls or in paper, you'll fit 50 rolls inside this box standing up. This particular item, I can ship it at $8. I'll be able to ship this for a small flat rate fee. So I'm going to just offer this straight up at $12. Let me tell you something. I've been through taking a look at the supplies prices at the different supply houses and on eBay. And I've seen 10 tubes sell for $6. I've seen 100 tubes sell for $35. That's, $3.50. Or I'm sorry, 35 cents a tube. There's 25 tubes here. That's like $10 worth of tubes alone. Then you get 100 Megrig archival safe flips These are non-PVC flips. They are safe for your coins. If you've ever received single coins from me before, then that's the exact same ones that you'll be receiving. There's 100 of them. Rubber banded together in the end. You get 25 gently used tubes. You get 100 flips. And then you get the brand new penny roll box. I just folded these up. Brand new, straight out of the carton. We're going to go $12 on this set. Total of $12. For whomever wants one, please limit one on this. Just answer with me if you want one. Just type me in there and we'll get you one. Bill wants one. Victoria will take one. And Scent Hoarder wants one. It is a good deal, isn't it? Trying to feed my people, make sure that they've got what they need to collect their coins. I added up the value on this. If you went out to the different websites or went to eBay looking for this information, looking for all these things, you're talking about close to $20 in retail value for what you see here. Bulldog will take one. Scent Hoarder will take one. How many is that? 1, 5. Right, once you add the shipping on there, to be $20. Pretty sure I can wrap these and send them for under the medium flat rate box rate. So basically what it'll be is I'll just wrap them in craft paper, tape it up like a Christmas present, and mail it to you. Penny box will be the outer box. All right, I'm good with that. Bill Betts, Victoria, Scent Hoarder, Bulldog. Only 4 people who said that they wanted one. Works for me. Yes, it can be shipped with everything else purchased. Basically, where I'm at with this, if this stuff and everything else that you order, say you ordered 1 coin or something to that effect, fits inside the box, then I'm going to put everything in the box and mail it. If you bought a number of other things like 10 roll packs or other things like that, or 5 or 6 different rolls, I'll put all of it inside of a medium flat rate box and I'll charge you the $8. That's not a problem. For the most part, I'd like to stick with the mail class that I'm actually having to mail at. Not make on this, but move on to the next item. Talk about the next item for a little while. So, 2019 D Lincoln Cent original bank wrapped roll. Now you think about this. We have 2019 D is a year for which there hasn't yet been anything really decent discovered. However, there was just a double deer discovered on the 2018 D. Not to say that that doesn't exist on the 2019. There are a number of 2019 Philadelphia double dies. Why couldn't there be some on the 2019 D? The idea here is this will give you a chance to get into being one of the first people to discover something like this if you had rolls of them to look through. So I started these rolls off at $2. We got this one running at $2. Bill Betts starts it off at $2. Donald, I'm not sure what your $1 bid is, or if it was a 1 meaning that you wanted one of the supply boxes. And that's an important lesson. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on this while I talk. An important lesson to know and understand with regard to rolls like this. Yes, Donald would like one of the supply boxes. That's fine, Jessica. Go ahead and add him in. Now, when you're looking for doubled dies, you don't always just look for the doubled dies that have already been listed or had already been discovered or on websites or otherwise. That's how these things become discovered. They become discovered because people look where you wouldn't normally expect. I remember when the 1982 double die reverse on the small date zinc was found by a friend of mine by the name of Richard Ziegler. And I had never heard of a double die reverse on a 1982 cent, neither had he. It was by his looking at what a lot of people skip where he found one of those coins, and it sold for thousands of dollars. I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but it bears paying attention to. When you talk about years for which there are no real die varieties known, especially brand new one like this, tends to be a little difficult to just assume there's nothing there. Bill, I have a few of these. Would you like more than one? I can get you up to 5 of them at $2 a piece if you like. We'll take 2. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Move on to the next item. Now, this is kind of exciting. This is 10, 1935S, Lincoln cents. None of them have any wear. They're all uncirculated coins. Okay, James, I'll be sure to take a look for that. Now, 1935S is a $1,000 uncirculated roll. They don't come cheap. That's for sure. Now, at $1,000, that would put the dealer wholesale bid at $20 a coin. And if you just look at a MS63 brown grade, which most of these you can see are better than an MS63 brown, you're talking about $17.25 retail per coin. That's $172.50 worth of coins here at 63 brown. And I'm starting these 10 coins at $95. Here's your chance to break into the upper echelon of 1935S and have extra coins for sale or trade. Start this lot, number 322, a lot of 10 1935S uncirculated Lincoln cents for $95. $9.50 a coin, half of dealer wholesale bid for a red coin. He has a few more minutes to take a look at it, a few more seconds actually, and I'll move on to the next item. All right, let's see if there's any more interest in lot number 323. Now, this is 1936S. There's 10 coins here. They're all in uncirculated condition. Some of them are brown, some of them are red-brown. There's one with toning on it, and there's some red ones here. This is lot number 323, starting at $39. $3.90 a coin. I took a look at the price guide. 63 brown is a $7.50 coin. So at a 63 brown, you're talking about $7.50 would be $75 for this lot. Now this lot has 10 coins, 4 of which appear to be more red than brown. And we're at half of the brown value. This is lot number 323, a lot of 10, 1936S. Lincoln cents, circulated grades. Okay, probably tonight just isn't the night for these. Let me pull it and bring it up to the next lot. Next item up for bids is 324. Lot number 324 is 10 1937 S Lincoln cents in uncirculated grades. There are various uncirculated grades. There are red coins, red brown coins, and brown coins here. I'm starting this off at $2.50 a coin. At $2.50 a coin, we're talking about half of the dealer bid price, or you're also talking about roughly half of the MS63 brown value, retail value for. So we're talking about half of 63 brown here. We've got a bunch of coins here that are red brown, a couple that are closer to red. Okay, I'm hearing crickets. We'll just move on to the next item. Don't miss out on this one. Here's $1.35 in face value in silver. Current melt on this at 11.9 times face value is $16.06. Got a $16.06 melt value on this at $9. Starting this off at $9, and there's even some uncirculated stuff in there. Alan Bailey tosses a $9 bid in there. He's listening. Folks, this stuff melts at $16. You're getting something at a heck of a price here. It's $1.35 in face value. I'll go ahead and start the timer on this one. Really missing out if you don't bid on this. These are all silver coins. Cent Hoarder throws a $10 bid out there first. Coin Junkie's a little behind at $9.50, and James Roper's just a bit late. Alan Bailey throws $10.50 out there. Got a $10.50 high bid. I didn't really pay attention to the dates or mints on any of this stuff. We've got, appears to be 3 silver nickels. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 silver mercury dimes. Oh, we got 5. I don't know. I can't count. You guys can see what's there. $1.35 in face value. I did count that before I put it out there. The dime on the far right, there is another dime laying underneath it. Penny Parent's going to bid $15 on this. So Penny Parent is currently high bidder at $15. Have time. Sold to Penny Parent for $15. Thank you very much, Jess. Still got it for below melt. That's really good. I just found it and need rid of it. I don't do silver. Congratulations to you, and we're going to move on to the next item. Here's a very interesting item. This is an entire roll of 1937 Liberia half cents. I started taking a look around on eBay just to see what was going on with this, and these typically go for $1.50 to $2 per coin in this condition. That would make this roll $75 to $100. I started the roll at $15. Pachyderms. That's right. Elephants. Whole roll of elephants and palm trees. Victoria bids $15 on this to get us started. These are 1937 Republic of Liberia half cents. Victoria's got a $15 bid out there. I'm going to go ahead and start the clock on this one. Lot number 326. CM Silver bids $16. Folks, don't forget to go check lincolncent.com. Go check it and see what you think about what's out there now, because I have it. Rumor says that I can now accept credit cards on that website. So you can use your credit card when you check out. We got CM Silver with a $16 bid, just about 20 seconds left to bid. As soon as I get moved to North Carolina, I'm going to be throwing a lot of stuff up for sale on LincolnCent.com. I have so much inventory, I don't really even know what to do with it. Yeah, I know. Give it to you, right? How about if I give it to you at a great deal? $16. $17. Victoria gets in there just at the very end of bidding time. $17. Janie, yes, I am coming to North Carolina. I'm moving to Cary, which is in the research triangle between Durham and Raleigh. Reset the clock and move on to the next item. I will be at the shows in Charlotte and other shows around the North Carolina area, though, so we will eventually have to hook up. Here's an interesting lot. There's 12 modern quarters. Most of them are proof or nice uncirculated coins. So we've got 12 uncirculated or proof modern quarters. These are all clad. I'll start them at $10. It's less than $1 a coin. You see a couple of them are toned in there. There's some nice colors. I just took a picture of the bag. A dozen lot of modern quarters starting at $10. Janie, my wife, took a position up there, and we're going to be moving to Cary next month. If we get any interest at $10 on this lot number 327, a dozen quarters. There's a lot of proofs in there. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 proof coins in there, possibly 8 or 9. Most of these are proof coins. Greg McCoy throws a bit of $10 in there. Now, Mr. McCoy, make sure that you have given us your information through email. You have to send to coppercoinspayments@gmail.com your name, your YouTube name, and your PayPal email address. That's how you get registered. Doesn't cost anything. We just have to know who to send the invoice to. Go ahead and start the timer on this. Mr. McCoy has the $10 opening bid on it currently. Okay, you sent it earlier. I appreciate that. We took a trip up to the Raleigh-Durham area about a week and a half ago. Took a look around, found a place to move to. And I'm actually a little on the excited side to be moving to North Carolina. I've lived in Florida for a decade. The heat's not so bad, but it's not so great either. You really pay during the summer months for the nice weather during the winter. And right now, when it's just oppressively hot with high humidity, I would prefer not to have to deal with this. I think moving to North Carolina, even though I'll have a little bit of a winter, there will at least be leaves changing in the fall. There will be a real spring. CM Silver gets in there $11 right before time is called. Thank you, sir. Get your bid. We move on to the last item up for bids this evening. Last item up for bids is a 1981S Type 2 proof set. Now, the 1981S Type 2 proof set, this particular set, I've checked all the mint marks, and all of the coins in this set are the Type 2 except for the dime. Dime is a Type 1, which is a good thing because the Type 2 dimes are actually common. The coins that you're actually after as Type 2s in a 1981 proof set are the dollar, the Lincoln cent, and then to some degree the half dollar. The quarter, nickel, and dime are all kind of common. This proof set, the Dealer ask price on this is $250. I'm half of that. I took a look around for the values on these individual coins. The individual coins, the Susan B. Anthony dollar sells for $75 to $100 as is. The half dollar, the Kennedy half dollar, sells for $35 to $50 as is. And the Lincoln cent, it's gone down a little bit over the years. It's down to about $25 to $40. If you take those on the low side and you add them all together, you get $130. That's $130 for the 3 coins, not counting the other 3 that you could sell for a couple of dollars a piece. If you broke the set apart. If you do break the set apart, grading it might actually be a good thing. If you grade it, pay the grading fees, you could actually come back with coins worth significantly more than the numbers I gave you. This is a Type 2 1981 proof set. It does have the clear S on the Lincoln cent, the dollar, half dollar, the quarter, and the nickel. The dime is the only one that has the Type 1S. Starting this off at $125, it is our last lot for the evening. Give you one chance to bid on this. Get no bids, I'm going to shut her down. That does it. All right, folks. Made you a promise. The promise I made you is that there'd be a drawing for Earthquake Country. I lived in Oklahoma for 9 years before they had earthquakes. Now Oklahoma has earthquakes regularly. Go grab something. This right here is a package of 10 uncirculated rolls here in front of my face so you can see it a little better. 10 uncirculated rolls. There's 3 bank wrapped rolls in there. And oh, they are standard to substandard coins. They're all uncirculated coins. What we're going to do is take the names of everyone who has actually purchased something this evening, drop them in a hat, draw from those names one name. That person will receive all 10. So, Frank Waddell, gets a spot. Robert Adams, Bill Betts gets Cent Hoarder. I'm doing this quickly. Rudy Alfaro, Vintage Bulldog, Roper, what happens when you invite? Yeah, freebies. People to draw from tonight. Yeah, I get it. Robert Adams, Rudy Alfaro, Donald Marshall. Okay. Victoria. Parent. That's everybody's name. My bag here. Okay, we're all empty. There you go. Mix it up. Good luck, folks. Somebody is going to win 10 free rolls of pennies tonight. And that person is Roper. Congratulations, Mr. Roper. You are the winner of package Lincoln Sensor 1967 rolls. Bank wrap sealed rolls. I can't figure out what they are. They're 1978p and a 1995p. So there you go. $5 face value goes to James Roper. Congratulations, sir. And this draws to a close the official version. So if you were just watching to be watching the auctions, you're finished. Thank you and have a great evening. For those of you who want to and chat for a while, I'll be here. Have any questions you'd like to ask? Now, for a number of people who were bidders on Sunday's auction, I still have your items here. What I will do is if you bid on additional items this time, I'll combine those packages and I'll refund your shipping for whatever portion paid that you would not be paying otherwise. That makes sense. So if I combine the two packages, say that you got two roll deals that would have gone in a small flat rate box and they'll still fit in a flat rate box, and I will charge you one time a flat rate box, the other. Can I put the Liberia coins in the same box and keep the same shipping? Is that for the? Yes, that would be for the supplies box. Yes, I can. Have a good night, Coin Captain. CM Silver, I put a medium flat rate box in the mail today for you. It included about the 40 rolls plus the singles that you got on Sunday. So what you got this evening will be a new package, starting that one fresh. I think you also had an order on the website that I put in that box too. And I refunded the shipping on all of the overpayment shipping down to the $14 flat rate charge for medium flat rate box. That went out in the mail today. Mr. Adams, I can do that. Sure, no problem. I like to combine shipping when I can. I like to send fewer items when I can. But at the same time, when I have so many people purchasing from me at once, it's really difficult for me to make sure that I'm holding on to packages from one day to the next day to the next day for someone and not mailing them because unfortunately my notes don't work quite that well. But if I have more than one invoice sitting here at one time for the same person, I will combine that shipping and I will refund that shipping. That's why you see refunds from me in your PayPal. I refund the shipping when I don't use it. Because I'm not about making money on shipping, I'm about using your money to ship your items to you. Because otherwise, my pricing structure would have to be a lot different. That's frankly one of the reasons why eBay is not working out very well. Because I have people who buy a roll from me and they get charged $4 for first class shipping. Then they buy two rolls, charges them $8. $4 first class shipping rate twice. That would be a flat rate box. And for two rolls, I can send them for $4. But it'll combine the orders, but it won't combine the shipping price. It takes the most expensive shipping price, and I've called and talked to eBay about this a number of times. They don't seem to understand. Yes, sir, Roadrunner. Hey, Amber. Got here right at the very end. Hope everything went well and you got everything all cleaned up. Yeah, but you know what? We're finishing before 9:30. I think this is really, really good. I think I want to keep doing it 8 o'clock time on the auctions. I know it's a little early for the Pacific Coasters, but for me, it really certainly works things out. Jason Patton, I'm doing fine. Doing great. It's been a busy day, but I think the rest of this week I'll be okay. Um, TM Silver, if you have interest in any of the items that did not sell, please send me an email directly at cd@coppercoins.com. Alan Bailey, have a great night. Yeah, because I don't just put the leftovers up on the website. They kind of sit here. I don't really have a good system for that yet. Also, for the folks, if you are still here and you did get any of the coins in the 1946D OBW roll reveal that we had, I'm going to double up on the number of coins that you got for that. Give you twice as many spots in a 1960D roll. I'll be opening Thursday. Where is it? We got a time up somewhere. I'll put it back up on. I'm pretty sure it's on Facebook. I put when my scheduled time to be able to open that roll would be. Jason Patton, if you get me an image of what you see at Double Die Reverse, I'll let you know further from there. Now, Thursday is the roll reveal for this roll. Is a wheat cent roll. It's got wheats on both ends. Can't read the date or mint mark. No idea what date or mint mark this is, but it is an original roll. It'll be Thursday before the Q&A. That's correct. I'd like to see pictures of it first, Jason, before you actually send it to anyone, because I may be able to save you some effort. If it doesn't happen to turn out to be a double die, you wouldn't need to do anything with it. If it is a double die, you could send it to me, but I would prefer to kind of know what I'm looking at before we go any further with it. So I see Ember, the she shed's going well. Made a lot of progress. And Thursdays, Q&A will be hosted by CJ's Coins Collectible on YouTube. It'll be at 8:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. I guess on that note, I'm going to go ahead and broadcast. Move on to invoicing and packaging. Appreciate everyone showing who has been here this evening. If there aren't any other questions or comments, Jason, yeah, I would say probably reverse only because you say it's a double die reverse. That's all I would really need to see to be able to tell you. You have a good night, Mr. Betts. And at 1 hour and 28 seconds, I'm ready to kill the switch and move on to invoicing. If you guys ordered anything tonight, I'll be invoicing you relatively shortly. I would appreciate payment sooner than later. And I will get these items out to you in the next few days. Bulldog, you have a nice night, Marine. Talk to you guys later.